Ilhan Omar is out from the House Foreign Affairs Committee. This is great news for anyone who doesn't hate Jews. This is great news for anyone who thinks that someone who wants the state of Israel to be destroyed shouldn't be on a committee that deals with the state of Israel. This should have been done years. She should never have been put on this committee, but the Republicans kept together, voting completely as a block. I think one voted present, but pretty much voting completely as a block, which is needed to get her off this committee. Very, very, very good news. My name is Moshe Hill. This is A Hill with a View. We're going to go into the reactions from the Democrats over this entire thing. They are the most shameless people when it comes to Ilhan Omar's anti-Semitism. They don't care that this woman she's much worse than an anti-Semite. Anti-Semite's too nice of a word for Ilhan Omar. She is a Jew-hater. She hates the Jews. She wants to see the state of Israel destroyed. She wants to see the entire state, the Jewish state, to be destroyed, and completely taken over by Arabs. This is why she puts over the whole Nakba thing. This is why she wants she calls Israel an apartheid state. This is what Ilhan Omar wants. She should never have been on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. It only shows the radicalism of the Democrats that they put her on such a powerful committee and that they embrace their radicals. They hug them. They put them on powerful committees. And this is just something they do regularly, and we can't allow this to occur. We have to basically kick them off the committees. Then when they can't be there, Nancy Pelosi fired the first shot of this. We have to fight back. This is the new precedent. You cannot be on a committee if you are antithetical to the purpose of that committee. This is what is going on with House Foreign Affairs with Ilhan Omar. This is what's going on with House Intel with Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell. They are antithetical to these committees. They cannot be trusted on these committee assignments. They need to be kicked off. Period. End of story. This is not a free speech issue. You could say whatever they want, but just because you can say whatever you want doesn't mean that you get a plush gig in Congress because you're allowed to say whatever you want. I'm not saying she should go to jail over her comments, but I do think that you don't get an extra great assignment because you are a clear Jew hater. And I'm not just talking about all about the Benjamins comments and whatever. She calls Israel an apartheid state, which means that she thinks that Israel needs to completely restructure the way its democracy works, which includes millions of people who want to destroy the state of Israel. That's what she wants. That's her goal. This is what she pushes for. Okay, let's go to the reactions because that's some of the funniest stuff. We're going to start with Cori Bush, who is a BLM activist who has made it to Congress, and she's going to react to the upcoming vote. This is before the vote happens. She's going to react to the vote that Ilhan Omar is going to get kicked off the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
Senator Bush. The gentlewoman is recognized for 1 minute.
St. Louis and I rise in support of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. I've been to her district. I've spoken with her constituents. We visited marginalized communities globally together. This institution is better because of her leadership, and the Foreign Affairs Committee benefits from her perspective. So let's talk about what's really happening. Republicans are waging a blatantly Islamophobic and racist attack on Congresswoman Omar. And I've said it before.
Hold on. So it's Islamophobic because they're kicking her off because she thinks that the Jewish state should be destroyed. So wait, are they saying that her comments are rooted in her Muslim religion? Which, are you saying that Muslims believe what she believes? Because that's the only way. Are you also saying that people of her race believe what she believes? Because the reason she's getting kicked off is because she thinks the state of Israel should be destroyed. Not because of her race or her religion. So that's Islamophobic. Crazy.
say it again. The white supremacy happening is unbelievable. This is despicable. It is Congresswoman Omar, who has been harassed at her job for simply existing as a Muslim woman in Congress. It is she who...
Hold on. They changed the rules in Congress with a lot of support from Republicans, including conservative pundits, to allow Omar to wear a head covering in Congress. That wasn't allowed. To swear her oath on a Quran instead of a Bible. That wasn't allowed. They allowed these things to happen. So this is what's happening in Congress. This is what happened to white supremacy. She's so full of crap. It's insane.
Has been attacked by a member of this body, ridiculing her as a potential terrorist for simply existing as a Muslim woman in this Congress.
Okay. The reason why people called her a potential terrorist is because she said about 9/11, some people did a thing. She's downplayed 9/11, okay? She has connections with terrorists, like literal connections with terrorists. That's why people said things about her. Not because this is also the thing. The simply existing argument is the thing that they do with trans kids, or like to teach kids about that boys could be girls and girls could be boy. What are you gonna teach them from simply existing? Like, I don't understand where this came from. That if you have an argument against somebody, that means you are denying their actual existence. That's insane.
So rather than bring an actual accountability, any accountability to Congress,
This is accountability.
This offensive resolution to the floor. This is just a bunch of racist gaslighting. We all know it. Vote no.
Okay.
Gentlewoman.
Ridiculous. Now we have Rashida Tlaib, a fellow anti-Semite. Actually, no. Too nice of a word. Fellow Jew-hater who wants to see the state of Israel destroyed.
Congresswoman Omar, in the same week, they introduced a bill to ban federal employees from engaging in censorship. Where are the free speech warriors today?
This isn't a free speech issue.
The hypocrisy is obvious to the American people.
No, it's not, because it's not
hypocritical.
hypocritical.
Are really. The gentlewoman's time has expired. Omar will not be silenced. The gentlewoman's time has expired. Omar, the gentlewoman's time has expired. That our country is failing you today through this chamber.
Oh, here come the tears.
The gentlewoman is no longer recognized, and the gentleman from Mississippi is recognized.
Okay, so she went over her time. This is the thing. They're children. They really are. The Democrats are children. They don't follow the thing. They're crying. They're all acting. They're all crying about this stuff. This isn't a free speech issue. This isn't an issue in which we are saying that she should be prosecuted or even punished, by the way, for what she said. This is that you don't get a special job, an additional job. You should be precluded from something. That's like hardly a punishment. Like, you're not kicking her out of Congress. I remember when she was saying these things and there was talk about a resolution against her, and the Democrats were so weak that they didn't even make it against her. They made it against like all hate. They didn't even make it against anti-Semitic hate. They made it against all hate. It was so vague that she even voted for it as well. Like, again, for this resolution, it was such like a wish-washy resolution. But making a censure against her or a resolution against her for saying those things, that would be more of a free speech issue than this is. This is, you don't deserve to get an additional benefit because you want to see the state of Israel destroyed. Absolutely insane. Okay, so that was Rashida Tlaib. She's nuts. This is the craziest one. Of course, AOC, straight from drama class. Here we go.
Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes, and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body.
Okay, first of all, Marjorie Taylor Greene said the ridiculous thing about Jewish space lasers 2 years before she was elected. Okay, Ilhan Omar said her stuff while in office.
This is about targeting women of color.
Oh, because you had to make it women of color because Marjorie Taylor Greene is a woman, so you had to make it a woman of color. Okay.
United States of America. Don't
Jamal Bowman in the back there.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Oh my God. Don't go there, girlfriend. That's literally where she was at. She was dancing around, whatever. This is my favorite video right here because this is after the vote. This is the vote. The vote is done. Everyone knows what it is. The Democrats, they did the same thing with one of the Kevin McCarthy votes, one of the 15 votes, where they were saying yay and nay. This is them just being children. Watch this.
Is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Those in favor say no. It's the opinion of the chair that the
Still going.
ayes have it and the resolution is agreed to. And without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Gentleman from Mississippi is recognized.
They're literally doing the meme of the woman screaming, "No! No! Donald Trump is president! Ilhan Omar is not on the House Foreign Affairs Committee because she's an anti-Semite. She hates Jews." Absolutely insane. This entire story is a joke. This shouldn't have even been a story. The Democrats should have kicked her off those committees years ago. This is just righting a wrong. This is good. This is good that it happened. I'm glad it happened. Too little, too late. She should be out of Congress. I hope the people in her district learn that she is a worthless piece of garbage, one of the worst members of Congress in the history of the body. And hopefully she won't exist as a congresswoman in the near future. Although, knowing the way this stuff works, she probably will. All right. My name is Moshe Hill. This is A Hill with a View. Please subscribe, share, hit that like button. Subscribe, please. Share with a friend. We really need it. Thank you very much. Hopefully we're going to be back again soon. I'm trying to figure out the new schedule. I'm trying to figure out the technology issues. But we're going to get this going. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Moshe Hill. This is A Hill with a View.